Hi, thank you for joining us again once more with In the Kitchen with
Christian
and Nancy. And for today's recipe, well, as we all know, spring is in the air, right? And Easter just happened, just around the corner, right? How was your Easter, Christian?
It was very fun.
Good, ours too. It was kind of crazy and fun at the same time. Always with family, making lots of memories.
Yeah.
So for today's recipe, our recipe is, I think it's fun, a little bit crafty, a little bit out there. And again, we're making it our own. As we always say, make it your own. So we hope that you like it. The recipe for today is croissant, or croissant, how do you say it? Roll carrots with chicken salad recipe.
That sounds
All
very
right?
interesting.
So it does say the recipe says it's a basic chicken salad, but I beg to differ, Christian, because I think we have how many add-ons? Between 3 and 4 add-ons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to make it our own again. So feel free to also do that as well, okay?
Yeah,
So
of
this, again, another easy recipe, but fun, and of course, highly nutritious recipe, right? But again, it's one bowl recipe. Everything comes together.
Super easy.
Yeah, super easy. And but there's several steps, and I think it's fun. I have a lot of fun. All right?
I'm pretty sure your kids are gonna love this recipe, and
Yes.
they're gonna have fun helping you in the kitchen and creating the shape of the carrots.
Yes, of course. Well, let's. What do you think, Christian? We should go over the ingredients.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so again, only about a few ingredients and come together in one bowl. So of course, chicken salad, it comes with chicken, of course, right? We went ahead and purchased, it does say 2 cups of shredded cooked chicken. So again, we used rotisserie chicken, traditional flavor. As you see here, we deboned the chicken. And for those of you that are curious, how much, because I measured it, how many cups of chicken do you get from a whole chicken? We measured between 7 to 8 cups. So just to kind of give you an idea, if you want to double or triple this recipe, you can with one whole chicken. You get maybe up to even 4. You can double it up 4 times.
Yeah, of course,
So,
if you have a big family, I mean,
Yeah,
this
or a
recipe is
big
gonna
event.
give you for 8 portions, so more or less 8
That's quite a
person,
bit.
eight people, because one croissant is gonna be like for one person.
yeah, and again, we'll explain a little bit more as we go
course.
through the ingredients. So here we have the 2 cups of the shredded, it's the rotisserie chicken that we used. It also calls for the croissant rolls, of course, which is a pastry dough. You can use pastry sheets. We went ahead and used like the one you see here. It's the refrigerated kind, and it's 1 8-ounce package, as you see here. And we shape those, and we'll show you in a minute how you're going to do your molds and how you're going to create your little carrots. Okay. Then we also have spices. It only asks for half a teaspoon of salt.
Yeah.
But again, we're adding a little bit more flavor. Okay, we wanted to make sure it wasn't too bland for us.
Salty was too bland. Yeah.
Yes. So it calls for half teaspoon of salt. We used half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, as you see here, and we also have half a teaspoon of black pepper. Feel free to use powdered garlic, oregano leaves, whatever you want to add in there. Again, make it your own flavor. It does call for red onion, 1/4 of a cup of chopped red onion, as you see here. It also calls for 1 rib of celery, right? And so here we have it here chopped as well. And it does call for half a cup of mayonnaise, okay? As you see here, we already have it pre-served for you. Now our add-ons or add-ins, we used Honeycrisp apple. We used about 1/4 of a cup to 1/3 chopped.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we didn't remove the skin, again, because we want to up the fiber. So remember, the skin has fiber for you, which improves your digestive system, and it helps you, right?
Yes.
So it helps with your gut health. So we used the 1/4 of a cup to 1/3 of a cup of chopped Honeycrisp apple, but feel free, whatever apples you have at home, feel free to use that. If you want to add apple. Some people don't like sweet and
The
savory.
sweet and salt,
I
yeah.
do. It's kind of, I like it. And so here we have some pecans. Again, any nuts that you have at home, macadamia, almonds, walnuts, we have pecans here. We chopped them up, and we used about 2 tablespoons, Christian?
Yes.
Yeah. We're only going to add a little bit more crunch to it. We also used some cranberries. That was a special request from someone, and it's her favorite. So we went ahead and add another 2 tablespoons of dried cranberries in there. And what else, Christian? Am I
And
missing
the
something?
jalapenos, just for at the end, we're gonna dress everything with jalapenos, but it's up to you.
Now, Now, if you want something a little bit on the spicier side and your kids are not going to eat it, I mean, you're sure that they're not going to consume it, it's only for you, for adults, whatever the case may be, feel free to add jalapenos, serrano peppers, any pepper you choose, or even the dried pepper flakes you want to add. And a little goes a long way when you use the pepper flakes.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever you like. If you want to make it spicy or leave the spice on the side like we are, feel free to do that as well. All right, okay, for equipment, here we have some tablespoons, teaspoons, just to show you what we used here, right? We have the half teaspoon, we have 2 tablespoons, a fourth of a cup, and the 1 cup measurement. We also have a grill brush, right? This is silicone, it's kind of cute. And we use that so that we can base the croissant molds, which we'll show you in just a little bit. We also have a pizza slicer here. We wanted to show you, you don't have to go so fancy. We just wanted to show you what a pizza slicer is in case you weren't aware. But if you have any kind of knife at home, that's fine. This is to cut your pastry dough. Okay, we have a little spatula here that we're gonna use to mix everything in, a big glass bowl here so that you can, for visual purposes, you can see all the ingredients coming together. Okay?
Yes.
And we have some gloves here for safety, food safety.
And we
what
have
else?
our oven already ready
Oh,
at
yes.
400. I was going to say calories. 400 Fahrenheit.
400,
And we're gonna stick the carrot shapes in. The recipe says 8 to 10 minutes, right?
7 to
7
10.
to 10.
But
We left it only 8 minutes, and they came out perfectly.
again, your oven varies, so just be mindful. I'm always kind of careful whenever it calls for anything baking and for any baking in a recipe, because ovens do differ, just like microwaves do. Just you don't want it to burn, okay?
Yeah.
But so you want to
So
show.
ready to show? Okay.
Well, let me show them. So this is the. It doesn't have to be perfect, as you can see, but these are perfectly fine for us. So these are the molds. So basically what it is, it's a foil paper, and it does say there, I think 4 inches by 12 inches. Okay, I think 8 sheets. So as you see here, we have 8 because the croissant, the dough sheet gives us 8 croissants, right? Croissant. So we have 4 of them here. I mean, 4 here, 4 here, 8. And then what you do is you're gonna wrap the dough as you see here. And these have, as you see that they're shiny, we've already added the butter on there as well.
Yep.
You don't have to put any parchment paper. I do. Now, if it's a non-stick sheet, it's fine. These don't get stuck. If you want to, use some parchment paper or even more aluminum foil under there if you like.
And
But
I believe
that's it.
that this is one of the steps where your kids can be involved in the kitchen, and they're gonna have fun doing these
To shape 'em.
little carrot shapes.
They look
Yeah.
like little cone heads.
Yeah. Okay.
So
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 ready?
we're gonna put those in the oven for you. The oven's ready.
Yes.
All right. Just put that in there. Again, we're gonna only do about 8 minutes because the pre-sample that we made for you all, you'll see in a minute, they golden up really well. They golden up really well.
In the meantime,
Okay.
let's mix everything.
Yes, so let's see. Now let's start. So everything is gonna come together in a bowl. As you see here, we have this big glass bowl here. Do you wanna move this?
Yes.
Because we're gonna use that one. All right, so we're gonna start. Lisa, you're gonna hand me the stuff. Okay, so should I put my gloves on? I'm not
Maybe
gonna
not
touch
yet.
anything. Yeah,
I can put everything on the bowl.
thank you so much. So, so what you do for Easter?
With the family, you know, the little confetti eggs with the kiddos.
Oh, well, we go all out. We do the raw egg toss, and that gets
Oh.
pretty interesting. So here we go.
That's why you
The-
said crazy.
Yes, kind of a little crazy. I'm crazy psych. So here we have the 2 cups of your shredded cooked chicken. This is a mixture of the chicken breast, the leg, the thigh, everything, kind of, so it won't be so dry, right? So here we go. Thank you, Christian.
Okay.
So 2 cups of shredded. And I like to put everything here because we want you to see how it looks before we go in there and mix everything together.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to go in with the celery. Again, 1 rib of celery, chopped. Christian, you did an amazing job. You're hired. He was asking me before the episode, and Nancy, how chopped do you want me to make them? It's like perfectly the way you always do it. So okay, so then we're gonna do the 1/4 cup of the chopped red onion.
Okay.
Again, if you don't have red onion, any onion you have at home, or you know what, some people don't like onion, or if your kids are going to eat it, and you don't want them to,
Yeah, but also this is an opportunity for your kids to try it
Yeah.
because at the end, this recipe, once you taste it, the onion, it doesn't really.
have like you're trying to say like it's too spicy.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, it's up to you. Some parents, I mean,
Yeah.
but whatever onions, if you have the red onion, yellow, white, whatever you have, or leave it out altogether.
And one more thing.
Talking about leaving things out.
Yes,
I know what you're
since
gonna say.
we don't have the whole amount of macronutrients for this recipe.
yes,
I can tell you right now why this recipe is important for our health. So right with the chicken we have the protein,
Yes.
right? And then celery is gonna provide us the fiber, and the onions is gonna provide us vitamin C. Okay.
Can I add something on the celery? I don't know if for those of you that don't know, celery is also, they've done some research where it does remove heavy metals from your body. So it's really good. Yeah, so
Nice.
that's good. Okay, so we continue with the, now these are add, well, no, you want to do the mayo or at the very end?
The
We
mayo
do the-
okay.
Let's do the, so our add-ons, we did several. We just didn't do one. So we're doing the Honey Crisp apple. We did leave the skin on there, 1/4 of a cup here.
Which is gonna provide us also
more
more
fiber.
fiber in the recipe.
Yeah.
Okay. And also apples, you know, it's full of vitamins.
Awesome, all right. Let's go in with the cranberries.
Cranberries are
Again-
antioxidants for this recipe.
2 tablespoons. You can add more if you want. It's up to you. And also 2 tablespoons of your chopped pecans.
Which is our healthy
Pecans.
fat.
That looks so pretty already. All right. We're not gonna add the jalapenos here, like we mentioned earlier. The jalapenos are gonna be left on the side because we have an audience here, and so maybe some don't like spicy, so we're gonna go ahead and respect that. And then we have the 1/2 cup of the mayo. Now, to have a substitute for those of you that don't want to do mayonnaise or on a keto diet or anything like that, you can sub it with plain Greek yogurt. Okay, same amount, but just the plain Greek yogurt, so you won't have that amount of fat. I mean, but here it's a balance, you know.
And with
You
the
wanna
Greek
have a-
yogurt, we can increase the protein as well in this recipe.
Yes, of course. Now, talking about leaving things out, I forgot to mention, the recipe, and you'll see it, the recipe does call for orange coloring. We didn't want to
that's
do
right.
any dyes, we didn't want to add anything like that, so the butter did fine, and you'll see in a minute, and we'll show you the baked croissants. The butter was enough to have it become like a golden color, and with no need to have any coloring or any dyes. We don't want to do
Yeah.
that, okay? We want to keep it healthy. Let's keep it as healthy as possible. Now we're going to go in with the spices. Again, the recipe calls for 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
But we didn't want it to be, you can kind of, yeah, that's right. We went ahead and added 1/2 teaspoon, the same amount of the black pepper, because we like black pepper.
There you go.
Awesome, that looks pretty. And then we also used the smoked paprika, half a
one
teaspoon.
up.
I was gonna say 1/2 cup. We're kind of off with our measurements today. It's okay. But again, you can still add more. You can add like powdered garlic. You can add maybe even more onion or oregano leaves, whatever you want. You can do that. But
I
we
think
chose
the most
these.
important in this recipe is just the shape of the carrot, right? To have fun with the family. But the chicken salad, you can prepare it as you wish, as you do it regularly in your home.
We won't show them the ones that didn't come out so great, okay? We're gonna stick to the ones that are a little nice. Okay, so as you see here, it's so pretty already, and I can smell all the flavors coming together.
Yes.
So this is all here, all together here. Now we're going just to combine it. And it smells delicious, really good. I thought initially, Christian, that the 1/2 cup of the mayo was not gonna be enough. I thought it was gonna be too dry. But as you see, the one with the pre-sample that we made for you all, it's not, it really isn't. Flavors come together really, really smoothly. And I don't feel like anything overpowers, like no one ingredient overpowers another. And that's what you want.
Yeah.
You wanna have great palatability in your foods. Not only looking pretty, right? Because that's what's attractive. It
yeah.
makes you want to eat it, but it also needs to taste good.
And also look at all the colors that we added.
Right.
This recipe looks amazing. So remember, when you want to try a new recipe with your kiddos, you want to have a lot of colors so it looks attractive for them.
Exactly. They can help with mixing if they want. Put on their little aprons and their little chef hats if they
And
like.
right now we're gonna start stuffing our
Right.
salad in the carrot shapes. So that's another step where your kids can be involved.
So I think this is ready, Christian. What do you think? It doesn't look
I think-
dry at all.
No.
And you know, it really isn't. Everything
ready.
came together. Okay. You got to put some arm into it. Christian makes me do all the work. He didn't hear me. Okay, so here we're done with the mixture here, the salad. All right, so we're gonna set that aside. We want to show you. It's not ready yet. Oh, maybe a minute.
Let
well,
me check.
Well, while they come out, we want to show you how we Oh,
it's a little bit more.
I forgot to mention, we're also using parsley. You know what? I think it's the first cooking demo that we're actually not
It's the
using
first
cilantro.
one, but just because it's gonna be for decoration.
I had to convince Christian because he was like, no, let's use cilantro. I was like, no, it has to look like little stems. Parsley is a little bit, how can I say? It has more of a, well, less water content, so it's more appropriate to shape them into like stems. Cilantro maybe not, but oh well. Anyways, so we're using that. So let's show them how you wanna. Those are a couple of the pre-sample that we made for y'all, just so you can see how the molds look.
So once the oven is done, this is gonna be the way you're gonna have your carrots, right? So you're gonna try to unmold it
Right.
very carefully. I don't suggest to have your kids doing this step because you don't wanna mess the shape, messed up the shape. Okay.
And, yeah,
So-
and it's a learning process because
So carefully, you're gonna be like screwing right and left until it came out.
I knew that was gonna happen.
They're ready. Okay, let me go for them.
all right. Well, while you go do that, so here I took mine out as well. So these are the molds, right? I don't recommend also learn from error or from trial. That when you make your molds, see how there's a little bit of dough here? We don't recommend that you reuse this mold again because it will be harder for you to remove it from your next batch. So either you can turn them inside out if you want to recycle and use that side, or get rid of this and make a new mold altogether. Okay.
Cool.
So
Look at
here are the.
So I just
It's
wanna
so
show you
pretty.
how they came out,
Yes.
right? So you're just gonna let them cool down a little bit so you can unmold it
So
easier.
see, and that was 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if you want to do any more than that. Might burn. Awesome. Thank you, Christian. Okay, so we have these here. We have our parsley here. Now we're going to show you how we're going to place the chicken salad in our molds. Here, let me put that over there for you. Awesome. Okay.
So we're gonna start putting the chicken salad in there, right?
And it depends on your mold. I mean, we did maybe between 2-3 tablespoons of the chicken salad in there. Maybe a little bit more. Again, your kids can also help with this. You can also if you have an event, like a little party, or you want to have something to show that you were in the kitchen all day, but you really weren't. This is great.
And as you can see,
do that.
super easy. It's gonna take you maybe 20 minutes and complete everything.
I lost
right?
count. I don't know how many spoons I put in there, but oh well.
Me too.
Oh well. Okay, so just remember how your mold lays, so it kind of stands there like that. Okay, so and then you take your, well, I cut mine a little bit because the stem is too long.
Yeah, that's right.
So you find a pretty stem, I don't know, I mean as pretty as you can, kind of measure it to it, and what I do is I just cut it off, and I'm going to insert it into the middle here.
So look at this. That's our carrot already.
They're so cute. Hey,
Yeah.
this is cuter. You missed one. Maybe I can have that one. So
You wanna
there
have it?
you go.
So
That
right here,
is-
remember, we're gonna have 8 carrots with this recipe. More or less, we don't have the exact amount. More or less, we're gonna have between 240 to 280 calories per each carrot. Okay,
Right.
so watch out on your portions.
we're gonna set this aside, Christian, because we're gonna show them the one that we plated for you.
Yeah, of
okay,
course.
so that way you can see. So that's basically it. I mean, I think it's fun, right? You can do that with your kids. Now we're gonna bring you the main platter here.
Look at
good?
that. And of course,
You can add that,
jalapenos.
or anything. Maybe some people like a dressing. I don't know. Make your own dressing.
Why not?
All right.
It
well,
looks amazing.
well, you know what? I don't want to touch those because they'll look too
I
pretty.
know, I know.
Not that these aren't, but okay.
What about the other ones?
I'm gonna put these aside.
'Cause I wanna
Okay, so
try it. I
everybody
don't know
saw
about you,
these.
but I wanna try it.
Yeah, everybody saw those. Okay, so I'm just gonna put those aside. All right, so let's bring these back. And these are the ones we're gonna sample. Okay.
Okay.
So do you have
Do
a
we
knife?
have a knife there?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We have a knife. Do you want to cut just one?
Of course, if you're at home, your kids just give them the carrot like that and just try it like that.
This Christian gets this part of it.
No, I went with the salad.
I know. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Right here, we're doing it like that, so we don't do a mess
Here you go.
while we're trying it.
You want the bigger one?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Yeesh. Okay, I'm gonna eat just
You
a
ready?
little bit. I guess I will eat it. All right.
Yeah, just like that.
We'll just use our hands.
Okay.
Nothing formal
Let's
here.
go.
Okay.
One,
Ready?
2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Who's gonna talk first?
We're speechless. It's delicious. What do you think?
I'm still chewing. Really good. Nothing overpowers any other ingredient. You have the crunch of the celery, the crunch of the Honeycrisp apple, a little bit of cranberry in there as well. So a little bit sweet, hearty, maybe the little kick with the onion, right?
Yeah, definitely. Some people don't like the sweetness of the apple.
Oh, like sweet and savory?
But definitely try it. I'm pretty sure your kids are gonna like it, and your family or your guests in your event are gonna
Yes.
love this.
Let's move this out of the way. Okay, so you want to tell them how?
Yeah, of course. Remember, if you like this recipe, you can find all the details in the details, all the details of the recipe on the details of this video. And for the same reason, don't forget to give us like to the page and get all the notifications so you get informed every time that we create a new video.
Yes, and as we always say, for those of you that are receiving our WIC benefits, please make sure to complete the survey at the end of the video, so that way you can get your benefits on time.
Yeah,
right.
of
Don't
course.
have any delay on that.
And
So-
also, if you want to be part of the audience, you can come on the days that we
Yes, of course.
do the cooking demo, so you can be live here and you can try them.
we want to say thank you to our audience here today. Thank you for taking time out of your day and joining us today. So thank you to you all also watching us from home or from wherever you're at. Thank you for joining us today again in another episode with In the Kitchen with Christian and Nancy. And we hope that you try this soon. And thank you and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Nancy.
Christian.